Welcome everyone to another set overview video. In today's video, we'll be talking about additional synchro monsters in Judgment of the Light. Also, if you notice a change in the background color, I did decide to switch it to blue because that is the color of the set for Judgment of the Light.
And the first of the other synchros from Judgment of the Light is Mistbird Cloudless. It is a winged beast synchro effect monster level 3 with 0 attack and 2300 defense.
It requires one tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters to synchro summon into. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes 0, and if it does, its effects are negated. These changes last until the end of the turn. This card works amazingly well to get over monsters such as Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, because you can make its attack 0 and negate its effect. Since this card is only level 3, it is very likely that you did not have to use up all your monsters to synchro summon into this card, so you will have another monster left over to attack and destroy the monster that you use this card's effect on. Otherwise, attacking with this card and destroying both cards is a plausible solution.
This card can be used very well with many of the Reptilian archetype, as most of them revolve around opponent's monsters with 0 attack. This card can be a near instant summon of Reptilian Vasky, which requires you to tribute 2 monsters with 0 attack from anywhere on the field to summon it, or it can be used with Reptilian Scylla or Reptilian Viper to take control of your opponent's weakened monster. Interestingly, this card has a counterpart, Ally of Justice Cloudless, that is based off this card, according to the card lore, despite that card being released long ago in Hidden Arsenal 1. And next we have Underworld Fighter Balmung. It is a dark warrior synchro effect monster, level 4 with 2100 attack and 800 defense.
And its effect is, when this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard except this card, special summon that target. Underworld Fighter Balmung gives another great option for a level 4 synchro summon. Since this card's effect does not require it to be destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can use Scrap Dragon's effect and select this card and one of your opponent's cards to destroy. Balmung's effect will still go off, allowing you to recycle cards like Dandelion, which will create additional options for your Scrap Dragon in this scenario.
Getting a second copy of this card in the graveyard will allow you to loop them, which can be exploited by cards that destroy your own monsters, such as Death's Counterblow, which if set up properly will probably win you the game, or Ancient Forest. And next we have Mahdis, Keeper of Boundaries. It is a light, fiend synchro effect monster, level 5, with 2300 attack and 1500 defense.
It requires one tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters to synchro summon into, and its effect is, if this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. This card will allow you to attack into your opponent without having to worry about troublesome traps like Mirror Force, Dimensional Prison, etc. Since Mahdis' effect works until the end of the damage step, if attacking with this card, you will also not have to worry about cards like Honest, Blackwing, Kalut, the Moonshadow, Bujinki Crane, Shrink, or Limiter Removal, all cards that will likely cause you to lose the battle.
This card can also help you stop your own cards from being negated when Mahdis is attacked. This can allow you to use Mirror Force on Stardust Dragon or Legendary 6 Samurai Shien. And next we have HTS Hemanth. It is an Earth Psychic Synchro Effect monster, level 6, with 2400 attack and 1800 defense.
It requires one tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters to synchro summon into, and its effect is, after damage calculation, when this card battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that monster, also banish this card. This card is the pseudo-synchro version of DD Warrior Lady. With its 2400 attack, it can get over significantly more than DD Warrior, but when it comes down to it, you can use HTS Hemanth's effect to banish a more powerful monster while taking little to no life points.
This card can also be used along with psychic support cards that take advantage of cards being banished, such as Brain Hazard, Bright Future, or Psychic Field Zone. And finally, we have Star Eater. It is a light dragon synchro effect monster level 11 with 3200 attack and 2800 defense.
It requires one tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters to synchro summon into, and its effect is, must be synchro summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card's synchro summon cannot be negated. When synchro summoned, cards and effects cannot be activated. If this card attacks, it is unaffected by other card effects until the end of the damage step. This card, like Mahdis, has an effect to ward off the use of card effects starting at the beginning of the battle phase and lasting until the end of the damage step. Also, as we have mentioned previously, this card only requires one tuner and at least one non-tuner monster to Synchro Summon into. So if you do not have the levels required to Synchro Summon this powerful monster in one turn, you can go into another Synchro monster and use it the following turn, along with another tuner to go into Star Eater.
This card also gives a very good use to many of the higher level tuner monsters that would normally not be used because of the usual requirement of more than one non-tuner, such as Emissary from Pandemonium, Labradorite Dragon, or even Lifestream Dragon.
Welcome to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave your comments below on any of your thoughts on these cards or anything on the video in particular, and we will see you for the next video.